What's up, guys? This is Scott Lowe from CES 2013. I'm here with Richard George. We just saw the Oculus Rift, which is, of course, the infamous, at this point, VR headset, which was originally adopted by John Carmack for Doom BFG, and is now being shown at CES in a more refined form right before developer kits go out. Obviously, we both tested it. Tell me all about it.
Honestly, it's unlike anything I've experienced before. I think back to the Virtual Boy. This is a long way from the Virtual Boy. It's the first time I think virtual reality has made sense and has been done right. There may be a couple little drawbacks to the experience currently, but they're just getting started. And I think that to me is what's coolest about this thing is that, I'm immersed in this world, and that's the biggest leap. That's the biggest hurdle for them to do, and now they can work on, perfecting all the little things.
For people who are unfamiliar with the Oculus, it's a VR headset that emphasizes precision and, kind of visual fidelity, because, obviously screen technology of yesteryear, like motion detection of yesteryear, was not very good. And, one of the biggest things, of course, is latency. So really kind of reducing the experience when you look to the left and the right, like that lag between that motion and what you see on screen.
That was probably the biggest thing I noticed was that, as I'm looking around this world, I was using a controller to move my guy, my little character within a first-person perspective. As you look around the world, you're pivoting your head. If you look down, you're looking down. You can turn around and look around. But as I was doing that, there is still a little bit of motion blur as they're working on getting that latency perfected. But it's pretty cool, man. Suddenly your character's movement is freed from where you're looking. And that isn't really the case right now with, twin stick shooters, is you're aiming where you're looking, and that is not what you do with the Rift.
Obviously the question on top of everyone's mind is like, what stage is this thing in? Like, when can I get my hands on it? I want to play with it. Can you give us like some background on that?
Yeah, you're not getting your hands on this anytime soon. The Oculus guys are making it very clear that they are preparing for developers. They are readying developer kits. They have about 10,000 kits that are sold, but they're literally handing us devices that are made out of duct tape, and they're really just perfecting what they want developers to start working with. And it was very clear that what we were seeing and what we were experiencing is not what the consumer will eventually experience when the Rift eventually is made public.
And one of the things that fascinated me most is that it's an open dialogue. Like, the developers are taking the Rift kits and they're telling them what needs to be improved and what should be better, and discovering new things about it that they may not know. Again, the Oculus Rift is to be determined in terms of public release. We'll be learning more about it later this year. But for all the latest from CES, check out IGN.com/CES.